so bad. I don't know. It's worse than bad, to be honest.
See, that's a perfect segue into the next thing I want to talk about, which is realism or pragmatism. You know, being realistic. Like Marty said, you gotta find your niche. You gotta find what you're good at. You know, you gotta find like, yo, is this really a talent of mine?
Yeah.
So a couple of things. Is this really a talent of mine? Do I really just enjoy this? Or is this something that feeds my soul? You know? And also you gotta be real with you. Like I said, as young niggas out here, you can't afford to just be like living in fantasy land and being like, oh, well, like this is a thing that I think is cool, or I want to be in a rock band, or some shit like that. Like, of course, if you're trying to do that on the side, bro, on the weekends, like, and that's your passion, bro, by all means, bro, do that. You know, feed your soul with that. But like, what I am trying to say is like, that's not gonna feed your kids, bro. Even if you don't have kids, that's not gonna feed your dynasty. That's not gonna feed your posterity. And so, like, you just gotta look at things more realistically. Like, you gotta operate in the truth of the matter of the fact. And this ties to a couple things. Like, I wrote some points here. One of the biggest things, be realistic with setting your goals and your aspirations. You know, the goals you set for yourself will determine the goals you achieve for yourself. You know
okay, buddy, visionary over here.
You know what I'm saying? Because I just think about it, right? It's like, if I say, oh, I'm going to fucking, like, let's say, let me think of an example. If I just set a really lofty, unrealistic goal for myself, right? Like, oh, I'm going to weigh like 385 pounds, just pure muscle by the end of the next 3 years. And I'm gonna fucking go be an astronaut and be on Apollo like 26 or some shit.
Damn.
And I'm gonna go to Mars. I'm gonna be the first person to go to Mars. Anything. It's like, damn, bro. The goals you're setting are not only not based in reality, you know, but they're putting you in a position of like every day waking up and not even having a procedural set of steps to get there. Because if I'm looking, bro, like I'm like 5'11", like 6 feet on a good day. You know what I'm saying? Like, muscle wise, bro, I can't get to 300 pounds, bro.
Right.
You know, like I just can't. Like maybe I could get something close to it, maybe like 270, but I'll be unhealthy as shit. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk more about going to the gym later. This nigga's we'll talk. But what I'm getting at is it's like I'm setting myself up for failure because I'm putting my goals in a position when I wake up every morning. Right. I'm thinking about it and I'm like, damn, bro, how am I gonna get there? The goals you need to set for yourself, you need to have a couple different parameters for them, right? And a couple different qualifiers. You have to have long-term goals, and you have to have short-term, like monthly goals or yearly goals, and you have to have, I know a year is short-term, but a year is short-term in retrospect. And you also have to have weekly and daily goals,
right.
You know? And so, basically, the only, like, common denominator in all your goals and aspirations should be, they need to be based in reality, they need to be achievable, and they need to be measurable. If that makes sense, you know? You need to be able to measure your progress on your goals. That's very important because when you see that loading bar, it's like, imagine if you was downloading some shit for a game.
I don't even do that.
You know? Yeah, but like think about it, right?
Crazy.
Imagine if you were downloading some shit for a game, or like you were downloading some software for your computer, and that shit just had no progress. It didn't say like 40% done or whatever, you know? It just was like loading. Nigga, you'd be like, fuck, bro, like this is probably glitching out, you know? You'd probably be like, something's wrong. And it's not so much that maybe something's glitching out or something's actually wrong, but it's the fact that you can't see the progression,
right.
And that it's not measured in any sense, that you don't see any sort of improvement. And this will lead you to give up early. Right? Like a lot of times we give up right before we're about to turn around the corner, and there's the end all be all of what we've been trying to achieve.
Patience.
Yeah, patience is a big thing, but also measuring, because odds are you're gonna be a lot more patient if you say, "Wow, I'm already 60% done with the mission." You know, I'm already more than halfway through. I gotta do less than what I've done before. I can do that. I've done it already. You know what I mean to say? And like, this is why being able to measure them, but also being very like attainable and achievable. Like, I can't say like, okay, today I want to run like 300 miles, bro. You know, like, I'd be like, damn, bro, what the fuck? Like, I just got back from having malaria, bro. Like, I'm not gonna. That's a little hint where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? You still don't have to guess. But I just got back from having malaria, bro. Like I was having trouble running 4 blocks a couple months ago when I came back, you know? And so, like, it needs to be attainable in the sense that like you need to be able to work towards it. You know.
Yeah, I got a knee joint, yo.
Yeah.
I got a knee joint. I got to come over.
Yeah. You know, nah, but for real though, you know, it's like, and then that's even more so, like
Stay neat.
like he was saying, you know, find your niche, but being realistic with it, you have to find what your strength is as well as find what your weaknesses are. I highlighted that in big things here, you know.
Ooh.
Like I'm gonna give y'all a quick analogy, right?
Tell him.
Yeah, this is gonna sound kind of
dude.
kind of like what's the word?
Come on, bro.
It's gonna sound counterintuitive, but it's like there's strength and weakness, you know.
Yeah.
Like the analogy I was gonna give you is like imagine you have a body of armor, right? Or you have like this armor plate on you, and you're just like this braggadocious thing. You're like, oh, bro, I have the strongest armor, bro. No one can ever fucking touch me, bro. You could shoot me like anywhere, bro. I would be straight. But in your armor, to be able to move, you know, you have these cracks in the joints.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like your hips, like your neck, like just so you can move around and be mobile, so you can even fight niggas in armor. It's like because you're so naive to the fact that you have these weaknesses, you never address them. You know,
Right.
because you're so caught up in like I'm strong, I'm the strongest nigga, bro. No one can tell, like anybody can get it. Like you don't realize, wow, this is a part where if I get hit with an arrow here, if a nigga shoots me here, I could easily die, bro. This could stop the whole shit, you know, and this could take, even though I'm strong everywhere else. And what I mean to say is like, there's strength in vulnerability. There's strength in addressing the places that you're vulnerable and weak at, so that you're able to kind of, I don't want, like, you don't mask your weakness.